recording.
You already know.
You already know. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlebugs? I'm your host, not Kevin, and today's the John and Jonathan Show. Today's November 11th, 2020, and it is episode 25. We're a quarter to 100, and we're going to stop at episode 50 because I hate everyone here. Let's get started.
You said November 11th? It's November 12th.
Did I?
Yes. Wow.
Look, man.
Starting off great.
Work.
Should we start the intro over?
Well, right, hey, I didn't do any better because I thought
John,
it was Wednesday
You're going to
today.
restart the intro. You have to do the intro right now. Go.
I don't know the intro. Welcome to the Blender Podcast, episode
25.
25.
There you go.
Today.
We're gonna mosey on to the next topic here. We'll save John the embarrassment. So we're gonna talk about What's Up Week. For those of you who don't know What's Up Week is, you tell us about your week and how it's going. Doesn't have to be this week, it could be any other week. What's Up Week? I'll go first, just cause I'm talking.
Okay.
I just got my license plates in the mail, and I've been waiting for like 3 months for them, and I finally got them in the mail, so I can finally put my car on insurance. Because how it was on insurance
dirty?
Before.
You riding dirty?
It was covered by the car dealership I bought it from, which was a car rental agency. But if I were to essentially damage the car, I'd be flat out of luck because it's not my insurance, it's their insurance.
What car is it?
It's a 2019 Jeep Compass Trailhawk, and I just bought crossbars for it too, and I'm gonna buy a roof rack here in a bit, and I'm gonna get a set of full new all-terrain tires.
You getting lifted?
Hell no. It has so with this model it already has I think a 1.5 inch lift. It's more than enough ground clearance for what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I'm gonna get some new AT tires.
And then what exactly?
Huh?
What exactly are you going to do?
I don't know. Just fucking ride the nature trails. I'm not gonna go rock crawling. I don't know why people like rock crawling. You're just gonna damage your car. There's no fun in that.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Maybe get my car dirty, run through some mud, go mud bogging, do a little water fording, kill my engine. I don't know. But
did you say California?
Yeah, I'm gonna be driving down to California here in a couple weeks.
Where at? To where?
Long Beach, LA. We're gonna head down to San Diego, and we're gonna go. There's some place out in the boonies in the desert. Gonna go
to
do some donuts in the desert.
You like ramen?
Yeah.
In San Diego, there's 2 ramen spots I recommend.
Do they do takeout?
Yes.
Okay, because I refuse to eat in a restaurant, especially with these conditions.
The other one, they have outdoor seating.
I don't know. It's still a restaurant to me, so I'll be like,
yeah. It's Rocky Ramen.
Rocky Ramen. All right. Are you gonna be? No, you won't be here in December, will you? Wherever you're.
No, I'm gonna be in Japan.
Oh shit! My dad's going to Japan the end of the month.
I'll be back in May.
Right on. Okay. And then work. We got a couple doctor's appointments. I'm getting my blood drawn tomorrow. I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla for free. I haven't played it yet.
Way to flex.
How?
Yeah. So when I built my PC, I bought the Ryzen 7, and they gave you a free copy if you bought the R5 or R7.
Wait, you got a cool PC?
Boy, where were you? What? I've built this.
I've been. Wait.
Oh.
How long have you had the PC for?
For a hot minute, dude.
Jeez, I've been out of the loop.
Dude, I post about it. Oh, well, obviously you don't check here because you don't care about us.
Whoa. I have Discord I am like a part of several Discord channels, so I can't keep up with everything.
That's fair. Well, I'll give you a little rundown of what the specs of it. I'm sure people who've listened to the other episodes are already fucking tired of this. It's
here Kevin goes again.
It's the Ryzen 7 processor.
Okay. All right.
3rd gen. I got 1660 Ti because I'm not trying to do 4K with the monitors I have. That's about it. I mean, that's all that really matters. Like, what do you want to know? Like my
what's your
CPU
processor?
Cooler.
Yeah, what's your processor? Oh yeah, R7. Sorry, I'm used to Intel.
I think I got 16 gigs of RAM. I got a 500 gig SSD, 2 terabyte
Nice.
hard drive.
Oh. Okay.
I put a lot of things on the hard drive.
I discovered that SSDs also have like a certain lifespan because they get heated to be able to run so fast, and they eventually need to be replaced just as much as hard drives do.
Huh.
Yeah, I need to upgrade my PC.
What do you got, John?
I got a RX 580 graphics card. I got my fucking CPU's trash. I have an i5
That's not
8400. Yeah,
they're on 10th gen now, aren't they? So
yeah, it's not. I need to upgrade it. Then I have a fucking what is it? 8 gigs of RAM, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to. It was good for when it was around, but like I need to upgrade that shit ASAP.
It was way better than my old laptop, which had 32 gigabytes of hard drive space and nothing else.
Was that a Mac?
No, it was a HP ass looking cloud laptop.
Oh god.
It was only for college, so.
Was it like a Chromebook, but like an HP Chromebook?
It was a step above a Chromebook, but yeah, essentially.
Jeez.
You can actually download stuff onto this.
What could you have done with 32 gigabytes of space?
You can download the Microsoft Office suite for students, and that's it. Yeah, dude.
Like, oh god.
It was touchscreen. That was pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Okay. Touchscreens above. That's pretty good. I would be on my laptop right now, but that laptop I have right now is like 6 years old.
Oh, yeah, no. My laptop is roughly the same.
I just booted it up like a few days ago, and it was like struggling. It had like that blue page where it said with that QR code, PC like crashed or something. I was like, oh, that's not good.
But, so SSD is like such a game changer. It's uncanny.
Yeah, that's
like I've heard so many people like talk about like, oh yeah, it's so fast. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm sure it's fast, but then you experience it.
Yeah, and you're like, wow.
Yeah. Especially for booting up, like not just opening apps. Like opening apps, like I definitely like see the difference, but like the true difference is like upon booting up your system, and it's just you're at the password screen within like a blink of an eye.
That's the problem with my PC. It doesn't have an SSD, so it takes a fucking while for it to like. It doesn't take forever, but like it takes a little bit for it to load up everything.
There's two kinds of SSDs. There's a SATA SSD, and then there's the other kind of SSD that I can't remember the name for it. And there's a good chance that your laptop could get an SSD put inside it, and it would run much faster.
Yeah. Well, I was just talking about my actual desktop. That one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna trash my laptop. I need to get a new one. But my desktop, I'm thinking about just upgrading it a little bit and then giving it to my girlfriend because she wants to get into PC gaming. So I was just gonna upgrade that and then build my own
PC
when I have the time.
Dude.
Well, I know.
But that's my What's Up week. So John, what do you got?
Well, I haven't really done much this week.
That's all right.
Monday we did COVID testing because we're supposed to go to Okinawa on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So we got the COVID test on Monday, so now we're just stuck in our rooms. Can't really do much. I mean, we can still go to the stores and stuff, but like until the tests come back, we don't really know if we're positive or not. So I've been chilling in my room the whole time. So that's why I kind of lost track of the days. I thought today was Wednesday. But although this week's pretty boring, so I'm going to talk about when me and my roommate road tripped up to Seattle.
Okay.
Like we road tripped, we went to Lake Tahoe. We're supposed to, camp there, but we didn't get to Lake Tahoe till 3 in the morning.
Yeesh.
Cause the military, they're like, oh, you can't leave yet, so we didn't get to leave until like 5 in the afternoon.
Right on.
So we're like, and then my roommate was like, do you want to go? And I was like, he like screenshotted like the GPS and it said 8 hours from where we're at.
Did he strong arm that?
Yeah.
Damn.
We went through the whole night. We stopped at a few places and stuff, but like we essentially drove straight there.
God damn.
And we made it, and then we were going to camp, but then we're like, nah, we're too tired, so we just went to sleep. And then we were supposed to hike up Mount Rose. We ended up not, because we still going to Mount Hood in Oregon, and from there to Seattle. But when we got to Mount Hood at like 7 at night, and it was like rainy and super dark, and I was like, okay, like I don't mind this, like we're gonna go camp or whatever. And then the vibe just changed. I was like, now I feel like some cult member is gonna come and attack me.
God.
And to make it worse was he has a Honda Civic.
Okay.
So we're going off like this not off-road trail, but like
It's like a dirt road.
Gravel. Yeah, gravel, narrow road, trying to find a camping area. And we went over like a root or like a giant rock in the road, and it made a huge crash under his car.
No.
And we were like, he immediately got out of the car. We're like, oh crap.
Oh no.
And I was sitting there. I was like, because he has a little touchscreen thing in his car. He had no service. I looked at my phone. I was like, no service.
Oh.
I'm like, we're screwed. Luckily, we finally made it to civilization. Luckily, it was just this like skid plate or something under the car,
Oh, he has a skid plate on the Civic? That's nice.
or like something under there.
Yeah.
And then he like just ripped it off with his knife and whatnot.
Okay.
But like, moral of the story is, don't try and go camping in the pitch black.
Yeah.
Like, try and get there early, because you'll end up like us. And we didn't even get to camp. We ended up going to a rest stop.
What the hell?
Like
You
20
guys
minutes out of yeah.
You just slept at a rest stop?
Well, yeah, because all the other campgrounds were closed, and we were about to go drive into the trail we just went to.
Bro.
We like drove 20 minutes outside of Portland and like slept in his car again. I was like, damn, we didn't even camp.
That's just a struggle,
like-
dude.
I know. It was like the experience though. I was like, I mean, it could have been worse. Could have got murdered or something.
But you didn't. You're here.
Yes. Yes, I am alive.
God
But-
damn. Well, next time, lift your friend's Civic, give it like a 4-inch lift, and you guys are...
Oh yeah, I'll be sure to put like mud tires on it too.
Yeah, mud tires. Right on.
But yeah, that was an experience. Yeah.
Cool. Jonathan, what do you got?
Uh, fuck. What was I gonna say? Um, so I have a playtest for Ubisoft coming up. I think I've
Ooh.
talked about one of those in the past on the podcast. So we have a Ubisoft office in Montreal,
Mhm.
and you can sign up on their website for playtesting, and every now and again you get a survey asking you what kind of games that you, or if you've played like a series of games that is in the survey, and how many hours that you've put into whatever game is being asked about. And then they also ask you like how many hours a week do you play video games, and so on and so forth. And then if they like what you've answered on the survey, they give you a call, and then they ask you more questions. So they'll ask you like, what are your favorite kind of games to play? What are your favorite genres? What have you played recently? And then if you qualify for, I guess, the playtest that, they're obviously looking for certain qualifications. If you qualify, then you get to do the playtest. And what's nice is that because of COVID, usually it's on the spot, so I would have had to travel all the way to the city. So now it's being done remotely, and luckily, since I have a good computer now, I can participate. So I had to go get an Ethernet cable because they required a hardwired, hard connection. They didn't want a wireless. They didn't want that uncertainty. But I have like this really awkward house, and my computer is really far away from my modem.
Oh yeah.
So I had to buy a fucking 75-foot Ethernet cable.
Bro.
I didn't even think they made it that long.
They go all the way to 100 feet.
My roommate has one running through the house upstairs.
Oh my god.
His PS4 is connected to our downstairs modem.
That's
You serious?
amazing.
A PS4?
Just for a PS4.
All that for a PS4.
Yeah.
Go to play that Fortnite, am I right?
Yes, Justin.
Wait.
So luckily there's like a crawl space that runs under my house. So we were able to feed the wire through the floor, then into the crawl space, and then back through like the floor that's closer to my room. And it's like the house is like a split level. So it's a really just awkward house altogether.
Make it impossible for you to do anything.
Yeah, for real. Like I open my door from my bed to my bedroom or my office, and I'm in the living room. So there's like no privacy.
Just open it. Oh, hi.
Pretty much, like you're like it's a level above the living room, but you're still in the living room, and I hate it. Anyway, that's besides the point. So now I got that sweet 440 megabit down speed.
Nice.
And I'll be able to participate in the playtest, which is either next week or the week after that. I can't remember.
Do you know what games you'll be play testing, or is it?
Based on the
Or are you allowed to
questions,
tell?
I cannot tell you guys,
NDA.
but I can.
Don't talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna be signing it. I haven't signed an NDA yet, but
Oh, so you could technically tell us.
I haven't. They haven't told me what we're playing. Like at one point, I went and they did a play like they did the questionnaire, and it was like very clear that we were going to play test Far Cry 5, and like even
nice.
the person who was like, not like the host or whatever, but like she comes to pick us up from like the lobby, and she brings us to the playtest room, and she's like, I'm pretty sure all of you have guessed what we were playing, and everyone's like, yeah, Far Cry 5, and they're like, oh, okay. But based on the questions that they were asking, so they asked about 3 games. I can't remember the third one, but 2 of them was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and the other one was Super Mario Odyssey, which was really weird, like combination of questions. But on
It's like a
game.
It's like broad
crossover,
spectrum.
Assassin's Creed Mario.
What? Sign me up.
I mean, people have really wanted like a Ubisoft like Zelda crossover. So you don't know, man.
You never know.
Maybe Link is gonna be an assassin. But based on the questions, and then like on the question online, Breath of the Wild was asked as well.
Ooh.
So I have a pretty good feeling that it's this new game coming out called Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Oh yeah.
and it just looks like a Genshin Impact, Breath of the Wild kind of clone
Yeah.
type thing. It looks cool.
Same art style.
Kind of. It has its like own thing, but you can tell that it's taken a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild. By no means does it look like a bad game. It doesn't feel like Genshin. Genshin feels like a straight up like a rip off of Breath of the Wild. Like they're not even like ashamed. Like the climbing mechanic is the same. The running mechanic, or not the mechanic, but the animation. All of that is like literally the same. They don't even like shy away from it. But with Immortals, it feels more just like yeah, they've copied it, but it's not like word for word copy of the game. But I'm
Change a
pretty
few things up.
Yeah, like copy my homework, but make it look like it wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't copy it.
Yeah, exactly. But like a legit copy, So I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna be playtesting. And what feeds my theory more is that the game is coming out next month. So they're probably wanting like some finalization like things done for the game. And they probably don't want to playtest something that is, something that they're holding really close to their chest over the internet and like in someone's house. Like I remember when I playtested Mario Rabbids. That was something that I talked about on the podcast in the past, and it was just really wild that we were getting to playtest something so secretive and something that was just gonna like, no, I wouldn't say like necessarily change games or anything, but like it was a big deal to have a Mario crossover. And it was just fun to watch like the internet just melting, where it's like, this isn't true. I'm like, yeah, it is, but I can't tell you. It's not an NDA. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Immortals whenever this playtest starts. And yeah, it was a little annoying to get the cable through the crawl space, but hey, finally got it done and got that sweet down speed. Also, I've been working on a project with an art friend, and she does food drawings, and I'm a pastry cook. So we decided to do this little collaboration where, like, so, like, you'll often see like Inktober, like during the month of October, and then there's like different challenges for artists through the year where they have to do like so many pieces through the month. But I thought instead of like doing like a challenge like that we would do a collaboration where, since she draws food and I know how to obviously bake, where I would bake something and then she would have to draw it in turn. That way it could be like, this is like, you can just see the contrast and like the work and whatnot that goes into it. And so far we've done 2 pieces together, and there's a third one coming. I can also give a preview for you two and the audience listening at home.
Oh yes, I like previews. I like knowing things before it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, follow me on Instagram. Kevin, throw the picture up on the screen.
Blam.
Yeah, editing
Blam.
squad. Oh,
Blam,
So-
blam,
what
blam.
the-
So let me explain what that is for the viewers at home and for the people listening in this current recording. That is.
Is that a cookie?
So it is like a sponge cake.
Oh,
It's a sponge cake that is made with whipped egg whites, and then you have like 2 different kind of almond, like an almond meal that's folded into it, and then a walnut meal as well. So it tastes more of walnut than it does almond. And then like the little puck that I've been calling it, it has it's a dark chocolate mousse, but it also has a caramel inside it, and it has like a crispy milk chocolate
oh my
bottom.
god, that sounds so good.
And between the sponge and the mousse puck is a coffee custard
Oh my
that
God.
you can't see, but it's there. And yeah, so that's one of the pieces that's coming up that my friend will be drawing. Please follow me on Instagram. I
What
am
is-
Hello.
JB Peel.
What just happened?
Hello.
Alex is
Alex, what are you doing here? I thought you can't join.
That's
me.
so good. I thought you couldn't talk.
I'm making sure John doesn't take my place.
Oh
my God.
There's two Johns in here,
All right.
so
So for
The
context,
cool one.
for everyone to understand, Alex just had jaw surgery and he's not supposed to be talking. And he's
That's
in
why.
this
That's why
podcast.
he's talking without his mouth moving.
Okay, you just listen in, buddy. Okay, you can make sounds
Yeah.
like if you need to. But,
What's your
I'm just
drop
trying
your
to make sure
Instagram?
that John doesn't steal my spot.
Which John though? Me
Yeah,
or
yeah. Which John?
None of them.
Well, what if I stole it from you?
Listen, man.
listen, man.
Hey.
I'm having a bad day.
Yeah, the doctor told me not to let you talk, and you're talking, bro.
Yeah, and look at this now.
I guess this spot's really important to you, that you're risking your jaw for it.
it's more like having pockets in your gums, but whatever.
No, I could still talk. It's just hard to.
How about we mute you, Kevin? Mute him.
Yeah, I actually just
I'm
came.
taking
Sorry,
it.
I didn't mean to bother you guys. I actually just really came to say hi.
Hey, no, join in, dude. It's fine.
I'm taking over as second host.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, good luck with that.
I asked first, okay? So
I'm
I
joking.
hope you guys have a good
I'd-
time.
Yeah,
I'd be the worst.
You have a good night, Alex.
I appreciate
Alright,
you
see you.
dropping
Thanks
in.
for stopping by.
feel
See you
better.
guys.
I love you.
Love you too. I love you the most,
He's
Kevin.
still here.
I'll never leave.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Anyways, what were you talking about?
His
My
pastry.
my pastry.
Wait,
So,
drop your Instagram.
So follow me on
In the chat.
Instagram.com. It's I as in the letter I am JBPeel on Instagram.com.
Indigo, Alpha, Mary. What's J, John?
Wait, what? What is it again?
What?
It's
You're
I
in the
am
military.
JB. It's
I
am
am.
JBPeel.
Indigo,
JB.
Alpha, Mary.
Papa Echo
Oh,
Echo
there it
Lima.
is. Oh, there it is. Follow.
I'll slap
Thank
it on
you.
the screen right here. Blam. Another
Too
one.
late.
Blam.
Too late. Too late. I already
3 times.
followed.
Blam.
Thank you
Um,
for following me. I expect all the Blender
My
listeners and viewers. This is on YouTube. If you're just staring at the screen for an hour, which I hope you are, because then you got to see my pastry.
Mhm.
Please follow me. So I'm at 14 followers now. I expect to at least be at like 16 by the time this video is uploaded.
my 2 to 3 followers per video.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it starts out somewhere.
That's true. Okay. I have 2 things before we move on to the next topic.
Yes.
So to solve my Ethernet problem with my PC being upstairs, I bought a Wi-Fi extender.
Yeah.
And I just plugged it in, and it works just fine.
The only problem with a Wi-Fi extender is that you're losing out on some down speed.
Yeah,
So-
that's true, but I'm a little privileged in the internet department, so I didn't lose too much.
Like I have it for I have 400 down usually,
Mhm.
and my PlayStation registers 100, I think, on the Wi-Fi extender, and like 150 on the router itself.
Mhm.
The Wi-Fi extender is more for the Switch because the Switch's wireless card is horseshit.
Mhm.
And on the Switch, I only get like 60, which is really sad,
Damn.
if at that. So from like 400 to 60, I mean, like 60 is still a lot. Like it's more than a lot of people can say, and I know that's like also pretty privileged
Mhm.
to say that I'm getting 60 down on a Switch, but like it's a big downgrade versus compared to what I have if with the PlayStation, for example.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought about, just because my Wi-Fi extender is like just right outside my hallway and just hardwiring to that, but I just wanted to be sure, given that Ubisoft is going to be paying me, and I don't want to be like kicked off because my internet is not stable enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much you get paid for that?
Wow, asking my salary, no, it's fine. The last time,
Curious.
the last time I did it, the salaries actually increased between like the last time I did it and the time before that. I think it's $50 a day, and it's a 7-hour shift. So here in Quebec, minimum wage is $12, so it's below minimum wage, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And what sucks is that not only is it below minimum wage, but if you have like 2 playtests with Ubisoft in a year, you're guaranteed to make over $500. And if you make over $500 with Ubisoft, at that point they have to tax you. So I thought, I thought originally that my salary was already taxed, which is why they weren't taxing me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, it's like $50 a day, like, and you can consider, let's say, with the tax already reduced, that's fair wage. But given that they can eventually tax me, I think that the pay should at least be minimum wage, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But like one could argue that it's like you're being paid to play a video game ahead of time, so like that's like the difference in your salary, which. But still, it's yeah, it's still labor. You're still providing work for them,
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't know. I feel like it should at least be minimum wage.
Yeah.
I know I had a friend here. She play tested for Nintendo. I don't know if she got. I think she got paid minimum. She did it for like a Metroid remake for the 3DS.
Oh
wow!
But yeah, I think the rules are a little different here. Don't quote me though.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like, it's Ubisoft, and they're kind of sketch, so.
Hey, can't complain though.
Yeah, for sure. Games. I mean, like, I'm like, it's fickle because it's like on one hand I want to be at least paid minimum wage, but on the other hand I'm like I'm not doing anything else, and this is just like basically free money to play a video game and answer some questions for them. So I'm like, can I really complain? And on top of it, now I get to do it at home. So I basically just have to like wake up like an hour before I have to start just to like be able to wake up and eat something, and then I'm fine.
That's the life.
Whereas like before it was starting at 9, so if I wanted to make it on time with the train and all that, I would have to be up by like 6 to get there, like to just be safe and make sure I'm there on time. So now it's just like wake up at 8 o'clock, get some cereal, and just play some video games for 7 hours.
Good old office life, right?
If they're like it's 7 hours straight.
No, you get well, I don't know how it's gonna be with remote, but we would get a 1-hour lunch break and then 2 15-minute breaks.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Which was pretty nice.
Yeah.
So the other times you're just playing straight through?
Oh no, we still got the like. I don't know how the breaks are gonna be remotely. We got the breaks when we were playing on the spot.
Okay.
On location, rather.
I feel like if it's remotely, just grab food and just eat while you play.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I mean, it's gonna be like normal gaming.
Exactly.
So.
Oh right, I also need to fucking connect my PS4 controller because they're requiring a controller, which also just lends more to the credence that it's going to be Immortals. It's not going to be some shooter game.
Hopefully it's good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I bought Christmas gifts for my nephew. They're 2 big ass Hot Wheel sets, and I just want to share them.
Ooh. Yeah, we kind of like derailed and went back
to
the Ubisoft thing. I'm sorry.
I was gonna move on to the next topic.
Yeah, go for it, man.
We're approaching, or no, I guess we're here. The new gen consoles are out. PS5.
Yep.
Xbox.
Ooh.
What is it? Series X?
Xbox Series X.
Series S.
Don't taint the Xbox name.
Do you have an Xbox, John?
Yes, I have an Xbox.
This conversation's about to get interesting.
What?
Do you have the new one?
I don't have the new one,
okay.
but I'm gonna buy it.
Okay, give me your reasonings. What you guys chose and why.
I'll let John go first.
Well, I don't. Ever since I got an Xbox 360, I've I got so used to that controller that when I try and go to PS3 or PS4 controller, I just can't do it no more. Also, since I have a PC, basically Xbox and PC kind of just go hand in hand with each other. So I'm able to play certain games with my buddies, like on Xbox, since crossplay is becoming more of a thing. Like people on Xbox that I'm friends with have Xbox and they don't have anything else, so we just whip up a Xbox party on my PC, and it'll be a normal Xbox party for them on their Xbox. And like certain games can go back and forth between your PC and stuff from Xbox to PC. So I just like how it's integrated with it.
I agree. The integration's
Is
really
there
nice.
more to your reason? Like, I'm genuinely interested in hearing because I don't get to talk to Xbox fans. My social circle is all PlayStation fans.
I mean, I have PlayStation friends, but
Mhm.
and they have. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna buy a PS5 just because they got exclusives that I want to play. That's like literally the only reason. But like, I'm just so used to like the Xbox UI and stuff that
Yeah.
and like I don't feel like making another account and stuff for PlayStation and all this other stuff.
Well,
And I don't really
nowadays you can, not to interrupt you, but nowadays with PlayStation, you can sign in with like Google, or you can sign in with like, I mean, I'm not trying to encourage Facebook or whatever, but you can use your social medias to sign in. You don't need to make a new account.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh nice. But yeah, I'm not bashing PS4 or PlayStation because I used to play on PlayStation 2 all the time, and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna get a PlayStation 3, but end up getting an Xbox. Mainly, like a lot of my friends just have Xbox, so that's mainly the reason why I just went Xbox.
Right.
But over the
Are you
years,
gonna get a X or an S?
I'm gonna get the X.
All right.
Yeah. Alright.
Like that's can't sell yourself short.
That's
for sure.
true. Mm-hmm.
For
You might as well go all out.
Are you a physical game collector, or do you go digital? I know it's like ironic that I'm asking you that, considering that you just told me that you would get the X, but
I mean, I used to be a physical copy type of dude,
Mhm.
but I just felt like it's a lot easier because the disc can get scratched like super
Yeah.
easily, and then if it gets scratched, then you're like out of luck.
Yep.
You're like, oh, I have to go buy a new one now. Like even if you do take care of the disc, there's always going to be scratches on it regardless. So I just getting it electronically, honestly. So it makes it a lot easier because I
For
know
sure.
like it makes it, oh, I want to play this game now, so I'll just switch over to that game and not have to pop open the tray and put the disc in and stuff, or look for the game because I'm not really organized, so I'll like misplace stuff all the time.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Something that the Xbox has over the PlayStation that I wish the PlayStation would get is quick resume. PlayStation kind of has it, but the way Xbox is doing it is that like you can close a game, like kind of like put it into like like rest mode or whatever. You can unplug the console, replug it in, and your game will be right where you left it if you
What the hell?
once you turn your system.
So-
back on. Yeah.
I swear that's been a feature on like Xbox.
It might have been like done similarly, but I think the idea with the Series X is that it's like instant. Like you're left you continue right where you left off.
Yeah, cause on my Xbox One, I'll switch between games. Like I'll be playing like The Witcher or whatever, and I'll be like, all right, well, I'm not gonna play this anymore. And then I'll just turn my console off and then play a different game, and I'll go.
Oh yeah, for sure. You just suspended the game. But with this, it's like you don't have to go through any loading screens. That's the thing with the Series X.
Oh, okay.
It's like the game is like pretty much just like
Just
on
instant.
pause, and on top of it, you are able to do that up to 12 games.
Oh God, that's a lot.
Yeah. So like the Xbox definitely has like that going for it.
It's the only reason why the PlayStation 5 is so good is because of the exclusives. If Microsoft can like get some like more exclusives going that are good, because I don't have any faith in Halo right now. Like I like last couple of games, I'm just lost.
I'm really surprised how like bad it also looked whenever they showed it off, considering like it was supposed to like be a launch title.
Yeah, they even delayed it too.
Yeah, they did.
So I don't think Xbox has any next gen exclusives coming out. They all have like cross gen, which is pretty cool because it what they were saying was all the games you have on your Xbox One, you can transfer it over to your Xbox Series X with like no problem.
So are you buying a Series X just to play upscaled Xbox One games? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and and I just want to, because I'm gonna upgrade my PC, and at the I'm gonna be able to play. At this point, like the Xbox Series X will be better than my PC, because it'll be able to hold like 120 frames if I wanted it to on all the games that I want. And like my PC is kind of struggling right now. It's like,
but didn't you just say you want to upgrade your PC?
Yeah, so it's just hold me over till then.
Well, let me segue into this then. You upgrading your PC is gonna make getting an Xbox irrelevant, because
I hit you up. He was asking for like the fucking more money for fucking the Wi-Fi. Did he hit you up too? Did you give it to him?
My God.
No, because I already paid him for November. He's like, you guys are good. He was like, I'm not charging you for October.
Okay.
You guys are
this
gone.
is happening.
And then he was like, no, that was, you paid me the 28th. And I was like, yeah, that's for November, you dumbass. Like, what the fuck?
He got robbed.
I don't know. I'm like, he's not even. Like, I told him, like, yeah, I'll send it to him, but I'm like, you're not even here. What are you gonna do? Disconnect the Wi-Fi?
You got his ass, dude.
Like,
All right.
Fucking,
Oh, it's still not over.
like, I'm just in my head, like, what the fuck? Like, hey, bro, if you're broke, just say so.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, like.
Well.
Hey, bro, send me $20 for the Wi-Fi. It's like, I already did. He's like, yeah, you sent it on.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Just what I did. I hit the mute button on him. So Jonathan, why do you want the PS5?
So, is it okay if I finish what I was about to say? So I actively kind of want a Series S because I really dig the way it looks. Like, people like rag on it because it looks like a speaker. I love the way it looks. I think it's a really good design. And I have Game Pass Ultimate because I thought, like, okay, might as well just get Ultimate because it was like a upgrade where you buy like gold and then you transfer it to Ultimate and it like lasts for a year or whatever. So I just got Ultimate for the sake of it. And it's made me consider to get an Xbox. So I was looking at launch titles for the Xbox and what's on Game Pass. And literally everything that is on Game Pass for the Xbox right now is on PC. And if John is going to upgrade his computer to something that is manageable for like today's game standards, there's literally no reason to have an Xbox. And I watched the Xbox event because I'm like, all right, let's see if Microsoft can sell me on getting an Xbox. Because I honestly even like the design of the Series X. I kind of want just a reason to get an Xbox sometimes. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch this and I'm going to see if there's a reason to get an Xbox. And literally every game that they announced that was interesting, and even just all of them, I think, it's like available on Xbox and Microsoft Windows. All of them. So it's like, why get an Xbox if you have like a computer that can play games? Obviously, not everybody has that. Of course, an Xbox is much more affordable than a gaming PC, especially to be able to do the same things on an Xbox, like with the like ray tracing and all of that stuff. You need to spend a huge amount of money to be able to do all that on your computer. But it's like, if you already have a computer, why are people buying an Xbox? That's what I don't understand. Because everything is on PC. Everything. So I can hear you. I don't. Kevin, John is talking. I don't know if you. I don't think you server muted him. I think you just muted him for yourself.
His ass.
Okay.
There we go. You
No,
good?
but like you're right. You're right about like literally every game on the Xbox is on PC. Microsoft is trying to integrate that,
and I understand that
crossplay type of thing, I guess.
And I respect that, but then at the same time, it's like, are you trying to sell me your system or not? Like,
yeah, you're trying to sell me the Game Pass is what you're doing.
That's basically what they're doing. Like, this is their focus this gen. They're not. I feel like they're not trying to sell systems. They're just trying to sell Game Pass.
I like the Game Pass though.
Yeah, Game Pass is amazing. By the way, download Tetris Effect if you have Game Pass. The game is phenomenal. Anyway, so I'm getting the PlayStation. I have it pre-ordered. It was supposed to arrive today, but it's only getting here on Monday. No, it's fine. People were like complaining on like Canada Post, which is our version of UPS, was trending on Canada Twitter, and it was literally just a bunch of like fanboys crying about the fact that they're only getting their PlayStation on Monday.
Wow.
And it was so just gross, where it's like they've locked in their system, they're getting it, but oh no, they're getting it on Monday and they're not going to be able to play the video game right away. It's like, bro, people are like struggling to get one right now. People are like waiting in lines, like online or whatever, and refreshing and wasting their time and not getting one. And you have like the audacity to complain that you're only getting it on Monday. Like, who gives a shit? Like, by the time you get it on Monday, it's going to be completely forgotten about that it's been a few days since it launched. You're going to play it
Cold War.
Yeah, exactly. Only to play fucking Call of Duty.
And I'm like, at that point, you're like, you want it to. I wouldn't mind playing it a few days later because the launch day for Call of Duty is always garbage.
Yeah.
It's like every launch day I've played with Call of Duty, it's like laggy, can't find server. Oh, I've been kicked out. I guess I only play the campaign now because multiplayer is just like the worst on launch day because everybody's trying to play it or whatever. And it's just really buggy, like they didn't even play test it. So.
The reason I went for PlayStation was for Demon Souls.
Yes.
So I'm a huge FromSoft fan, as I've stated before on the podcast. Kevin is probably tired of hearing me talk about FromSoft.
He's like, here we go again.
Here we go again. And it's just also like I'm trusting that FromSoft might do another exclusive like Bloodborne for the PlayStation 5, where like Demon Souls is definitely like an exclusive, but I don't feel like it's going to be the only exclusive, given that Demon Souls is a remake and it's so early in the generation. So I feel like we might get a second exclusive down the line. So that's kind of like me trusting Sony to get another FromSoft exclusive. I have more friends on PlayStation, so like that's another reason why I got it. I have a gaming PC, so I don't need an Xbox. And I just know I'm more familiar with some of the exclusives that are going to be on there down the line. I would have honestly waited to get a PlayStation, but I was in the mindset of I have the money for it right now, and it's extremely expensive, and I might not have the money for it down the line. So like, might as well get it while I'm not like hurting financially.
Yeah.
And like get it down the line and then I can't like afford it or I can't find one or whatever. So I just went ahead and got one. And I also wanted to avoid visual spoilers for Demon Souls because I know that's going to be like shared all over social media, and I'd rather experience that for myself and not see a bunch of screenshots and clips online
saying like, "Oh, this game is so beautiful."
Yeah, and what's really upsetting is like, PlayStation and even like Nintendo, they put in the hashtags for you to whenever you share the game on social.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's a way for people to avoid spoilers because they'll put those hashtags in their muted words on Twitter. But so many people remove the hashtags, and so you still end up seeing these clips on your social media because there's no way to hide a video because there's no more hashtags or there's nothing in the tweet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, go ahead.
No, keep going.
So that's just a PSA to like, hey guys, keep your hashtags in your tweets and even hashtag your video game clips because I'm sure there are people out there who are trying to avoid spoilers and you just be helping them out by avoiding spoilers by keeping hashtags or just putting hashtags in your tweet.
At that point, I don't even go on social media.
Yeah, I mean,
I cannot
yeah,
be
exactly.
Or just mute literally everybody that plays video games
Yeah.
until you experience it and you're like, all right, I'm good.
I want to share my perspective. It's a little different from both.
Coming
you guys.
from a Nintendo.
Yeah. So I.
By the way, I am a Nintendo fanboy.
Well, yeah, same.
Right.
I have a Switch.
Okay, go on, Kevin.
So I grew up heavily in middle school through high school playing on the PS3.
I know. Yes.
I'm a big Sony fanboy, and when I came into college, all my dorm mates and all my friends back home had an Xbox One, and I was like, oh, we could all play like, I don't know, Star Wars Battlefront together or something. So on my birthday.
Is that crossplay?
Huh?
Is that crossplay?
Yeah. Listen, hear me out. So on my birthday, I bought an Xbox One instead of a PS4, and I did not like that choice. Like the Xbox, it's fine. I just prefer the PlayStation. I love the games of the PlayStations. I play a lot of single player games.
Yeah.
A lot of the JRPGs. Just those really on the PlayStation. They don't have an Uncharted series on the Xbox. And I really grew out of like the shooter phase, like first FPS. I wouldn't say it's a phase, but I definitely had a phase of FPS only, like Call of Duty and Battlefield. And
yeah,
I don't know, just modern consoles now just don't resonate with me as much, and that's why the Switch is perfect for me. But if I were to choose, I would definitely get the PS5. They just got a whole bunch of stuff I like there, so yeah. I also would not mind owning the Xbox Series X because I don't know, dude. I just it's just
aesthetically pleasing.
It's a fridge. It's a fridge.
But
yeah, I mean, that's my opinion. It's not too much. I'm not a big fan of either, but I'm a big Sony fanboy, so I'll stick to my roots. It's a mistake going with the Xbox One. I'd just like to put that out there.
I'm in a podcast full of PS4 nerds.
What sucks is that it's weird. Last gen, the Xbox One and PS4, the multimedia function was like significantly less than the generation before. So I can only imagine the current gen now is going to be maybe a tad less too. But that's not so much of my worries. I'm coming into like 2021. But yeah, so that's all I'd like to say, and this is the end of the podcast. You guys have any final words?
Oh my god, that was a quick end.
Cyberpunk 2077 needs to come out already.
Yeah. You heard it, Cyberpunk. Where you at? Better come out December.
That's probably why I'm gonna get the Xbox. Is because my PC will not be able to run it that well.
Jesus Christ.
So get a PlayStation because it's also going to be on PlayStation,
I
and you get the exclusive of PlayStation.
like I said, if I could play.
And crossplay is
I-
just becoming more and more of a thing.
Well, yeah. And then the PS5 controller kind of looks bigger. It doesn't look so thin like the other controllers, so it might feel better than previous generations. I just didn't like how the analog sticks were like right next to each other. It didn't feel right for me. I like it how the Xbox is.
Like I'm wide-eyed.
Yes. I don't know if I have like bigger hands, but that's just me. I feel restricted and uncomfortable when I play on a PS4 controller.
I absolutely agree. That's the only thing that I don't like about the PlayStation controller. I have small hands and it just feels so bad.
Awkward. Yeah.
It's really awkward. I think the D-pad is also like the worst D-pad on a controller. People like rag on the Switch D-pad. It's pretty bad, like on the Pro controller.
Mhm.
I would argue that the what I hate about it is that how it's like I mean it's all one button, right? But like on the controller itself, they're split, and I hate that. Whereas like on the like a traditional D-pad, it's all one piece of plastic, so you can kind
Just
of
click it.
yeah, exactly. You can find yourself pretty easily. Yeah, I think the PlayStation controller is the worst of the three.
Yeah.
I was also gonna add as a final word, like you were saying, Kevin, how like this generation isn't like super captivating for you, and like I'm kind of like the same way. The only thing that is getting me to get a PlayStation is Demon's Souls, just because like FromSoft games are like the only developer outside of Nintendo that actually gets me excited for video games.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like, okay, that looks cool, but I'm not going to play it. Yeah. But when I see a Nintendo game, I'm like, I'm absolutely going to play this video game. And FromSoft is the same way. And that's why, like, I'll like as much as I love PlayStation games and I love playing on a PC, Nintendo will always have my heart. Like, that'll never change.
Shout out to Nisa, NIS America. Sick ass JRPG games, and say bye everyone. Bye.
Bye. It was a good podcast.
Goodbye.